I'm Dakarius, and this is Weekend Checkpoint, here to catch you up if you're not caught up. Up first, what the heck even is this? Well, it's your Weekend Checkpoint, and it's meant to be a weekly news rundown focusing on the video game industry at large. These weekly offerings are not intended to be deep dives into any particular topic, but are instead supposed to catch you up and point you in the right direction if you want to know more. If you've already scrolled down and taken a look in the description, you'll see that there are links to all the stories I'm about to cover, but stick around to hear a little more about each one. And, help my engagement numbers. Our big story today is Epic's reveal of Unreal Engine 5 on Wednesday in a demo running on a PlayStation 5. The engine promises a number of technologies out of the box that will make the job of making games far easier for developers. The two big technologies they hyped up were Lumen, which is the dynamic global illumination lighting engine, and Nanite, which they're calling geometry virtualization. It's the last one that I think will hold the biggest impact for developers. So, normally, developers have to create multiple versions of assets at varying levels of detail. For the Nanite, however, they only need to create one film quality asset, which the engine then dynamically scales up and down in quality, depending on the pixel space occupied by the asset on screen. If it works as well as they say it does, this is a pretty significant time savings during development. It's also worth noting that Epic announced an increase to the amount of money a game can make before they claim royalties, now $1 million, and they released the Epic Online Services SDK, which helps facilitate crossplay. I get it. Everything is a little more difficult when everyone is working from home and you can't cram a couple thousand journalists into an auditorium for a big event. But when Xbox did a gameplay reveal with basically no gameplay, yeah. Still, the games did look pretty neat, and Microsoft is promising more updates every month, including a look at first-party titles in July, which might be a little juicier. And it's sure to include Halo Infinite, as 343 Industries has confirmed. Speaking of 343 Industries and their consistent bungling of the Halo franchise, Halo 2 Anniversary is now available on PC through Steam or that other place. It's my personal opinion that you actually give it another month or so, though, because the known issues list is a doozy. It includes gems like cutscenes being extremely loud and not having subtitles, various graphical and audio issues, and the sun not rendering on most maps and missions. A link to the official list is below. And you know what? I like Halo, so I'm still going. Nerf has revealed that they are producing 3 licensed Halo blasters. I think this is mostly interesting because Halo dart guns were previously available through the fairly unknown and slightly cheaper company Boomco. The Nerf lineup is slated to include the MA-40 assault rifle from Halo Infinite, and miniaturized version of the Needler and Spanker rocket launcher. It's worth pointing out that the Boomco lineup was much more expansive, including a full-size Needler, the Brute Spiker, M6 Magnum, MA-5 assault rifle, which is the classic design from Halo 1, shotgun, covey, carbine, SMG. You get the picture. Maybe we'll get some of that same variety from Nerf? Might even try painting one if we do. Alright, that's enough Halo. A Bethesda spokesperson has clarified that the Elder Scrolls 6 Elsewhere is not likely to see a release until years from now. Disappointing furries everywhere. I really hope they don't try to pull something where they say they're delaying the game to allow for more polish, because, come on. We know they're gonna release a buggy mess, so just push it out the door so fans can patch it already. Drew McCoy and John Shearing, masterminds between Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Titanfall, have left Respawn to found a new AAA studio named Gravity Well. In a weird twist, they don't have an office, with basically their entire staff working from home. Pretty convenient considering the current climate of things. This is the second studio they've started from the ground up, and the last one birthed one of my favorite games. This studio, one to keep your eye on. Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft's Xbox division, said in an interview that a lot of games more than about a year out from release are likely to see delays related to the current situation with everyone working from home. Specifically, that means developers, especially the larger AAA studios, don't have the same access to motion capture equipment and orchestral arrangements that they used to. The article linked in the description also includes a pretty neat video of one animator that built a mocap studio in his garage. Definitely suggest giving that one a look. Although it was never officially abandoned, BioWare has pretty recently started talking up their intentions of completely overhauling Anthem, a little over a year after the original release date. The blog post linked in the description below is really light on details, but it's nonetheless interesting that they still want to make this thing work. I mean, when was the last time you heard about Anthem? Hope it works out better for them this time, but I don't see it. With E3, Gamescom, and the Tokyo Game Show all cancelled, at least physically, devs and publishers are turning to smaller online offerings. Although this does spread everything out, it might actually result in better visibility for games. One such event is Guerrilla Collective, occurring between June 6th and 8th, and will be streamed onto Twitch and Steam. According to French site ActuGaming, who previously leaked the reveals of Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2, Vicarious Visions is working on a remaster of Diablo 2, slated for release in the fourth quarter of this year. Given that Vicarious Visions previously handled the PC ports for Destiny 2 and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, it kinda makes sense. They're also handling the remaster of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 coming out in September, so they're pretty busy if this ends up being true. Free stuff! Grand Theft Auto 5 is free on the Epic Games Store. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Grab it if you don't have it already. It's good and stuff. And that's the first episode done. Thank you very much for attending this little experiment, and if you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell, you know the deal. If this is your first time running into me, I also stream on Twitch most weeknights, so feel free to drop a follow over there as well. I also have my Discord linked below, which is a great place to chat about games and share news. There's a channel for it and everything. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Links to all that and the stories mentioned in this episode down in the description. And as always, have a great one.